other video is if you guys want to just say, now that you are both in college, but both of you did homeschooling through high school, which is rare for our group of people.
Yeah.
So if you have any words about like how you thought homeschooling then and how you think of it now, you know, you can just say something.
Yeah. As far as education goes of what we learned, I think we did fine. I think socially I definitely bumbled around a lot, but I think I would have anyway at school because I'm me, and it probably just would have been bumbling in a dark room full of barbed wire instead of a padded room. So
that's a nice analogy. That was good.
So I think overall it was probably just safer for my mental health to have it go the way it did.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I know it can go well. I mean, I remember like William loved his high school that he went to, and it sounded amazing. And how's Molly?
Oh.
Yes.
Oh my God, I haven't seen that kid in like 10 years.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Based on what I've seen of other people, my experience was obviously different. But listening to your kid too, when it comes to, because kids are very intuitive, even if they're not, even if they can't vocalize very well about what feels right to them, what's best for them. So just listening to them and making sure that you're doing your best to help them find that place where they can become themselves in a safe and welcoming environment is important. And
really
whether that means homeschooling or not homeschooling.
And even when you homeschool them, you know, pick the right groups and stuff to be a part of as well.
Yeah, that's
that
a huge part of it. Community is huge. That's
really
probably
is.
the biggest thing that I explain to people when they ask me about it. Because a lot of like one of the questions on the videos is, do you just sit at home? Is it just your parents who teach you, or do you just like do you have no friends? And that's still, I get that so much. I don't really tell people I was homeschooled because
it doesn't come up a lot.
It doesn't come up. It's not that like I'm fine with saying it. It's just that you don't walk into a room going, "Hi, new people. I was homeschooled."
Oh, that's how I always. I was
I'll take some
homeschooled. I'm
pointers.
so much better than other people have.
I'm getting sick of "Hi, how are you?" So you know what? Maybe I'll switch
I am homeschooled.
I am homeschooled. But that's one of the biggest things I have to like kind of explain to people. Is first of all, I just start off saying I'm not weird. Because that's the assumption.
Well, everybody's
you're
weird, but it's just we're not as weird as they think we are.
Yeah, everybody's weird. When did you go all the way through to 18 and then?
17, because I had the late birthday.
Oh yeah.
So I will say academically, and I don't mean this in a snobby way. It just is, at least as far as work ethic is concerned, I was well over prepared for college. At least for the colleges I've gone to, because I remember, especially senior year of high school, I say it like that because that's what I do. What it was. But like I was doing so much, and all I ever heard is college is a ton of work. So I was like, all right, so I'm gonna make it through all this. I'm gonna be a part of 4 choirs, 2 plays, a whole bunch of classes and whatnot, whatever. And I was like, and then college is gonna be even more, and I'm just gonna have to like go in and do it. I've been told that like in college there's 3 things, you can only pick 2 of them a week. You can either socialize, sleep, or do homework. You can't do all 3. So it wasn't true. I remember getting it, I was like, oh, this is it? Okay. I slept well, I did all my homework, I saw friends, and now I have nothing to do because I finished it too fast.
That's when you get a job. I think I got a job just because I was like, well, I needed money. That's number one reason.
I always do, and I still did before. But I wasn't afterwards going out and partying.
Yeah. But anyway, what I was saying was I got kind of, I think that element was lacking out of the college experience for me because I was bored with it. You know, going out and you know, go crazy, go stupid. I wasn't really go stupid, go crazy.
See, it was also, it depends on friend groups though, because for me, like, I also didn't go partying because none of my friends went partying.
Yeah.
Because I was in the digital media program, so I'm with nerds. So
Dude,
when we hang out,
English program.
That's true.
We read books for fun.
That's great. We played games and watched movies. Like that was our hanging out fun time. Which honestly, the morning after, the only things you have is like mild sleep deprivation. And that's it. So.
Oh man, I did have a problem. Like it was very normal that I stayed up too late working on assignments, and like that stuff was. There was no difference in that I was prepared because of homeschooling. No, that was my problem. My hangover was I turned it in at 5 a.m. That sort of.
See, I couldn't do that because I don't. After like 9, I don't think well, so I just get all my work done before then. Because if it's after 9, it's just not gonna happen. So I may stay up late watching Netflix, but as far as homework is concerned,
yeah. Here was my thing. I prepared without knowing it. My parents and the parents around the other group that I went to, they were preparing us for college in ways that we enjoyed, like doing stuff that we liked and making the classes really fun for us. And I was having so much fun that I didn't realize that they were rigorously preparing us for college. And so when I got there, and I was very small and very scared, I was surprisingly okay with it. Although I still was not good at like math. That I just because my brain doesn't work like that.
One thing that really helps though is being homeschooled. Since like yes, we went to classes, our parents helped us, but a lot of it is still like self-motivation, and I think that made a huge difference to the fact that just going and doing stuff ourselves was normal.
Yeah.
And so, because I know that was something that I don't know how it is in the English program or a lot of other programs, but I know in arts programs and stuff, a lot of people, especially freshmen, will have issues where when they're given an open-ended assignment, they kind of just don't do anything.
Yeah.
Or they just stare at the computer screen blank.
Yeah.
And so I would get projects done so fast just because I just work. Sometimes didn't like what I made, but I just throw things at the computer and eventually get something I wanted.
Yeah.
So I think just having the self-motivation really helped me stay on top of everything.
Yeah, I had the same experience, and I would get people asking me, like, are your parents, like, really hard on you? And I was like, no, they love me. They love me no matter what I do. It's so dumb, because I would push myself so hard, and to the point where it was like my therapist would tell me, hey, lay off yourself. But, like, I was very self-motivated. Like, I had a lot of motivation to
do well.
To be like a good student, and I mean I loved my degree and the work that I've done, and I was like, I'm not gonna, how do I say this without swearing? I'm not gonna be awful all the way through.
I think one thing you touched on
about it.
briefly that's also important is respect for teachers, because I know that was one thing. Is like for me, growing up. If your teacher's your parent, you're going to have a lot of respect for them.
Yeah.
Or it's your friend's parent, you're also going to respect them. So going into college, I had that same respect, but also comfort. Because I, growing up, had always viewed teachers as friends. And so going into college was like
other parents.
So like I felt like this is no difference.
Yeah.
And so then that definitely helped me just be comfortable asking for help. Because I know a lot of people will struggle, but they don't ask for help.
Yeah.
And so I think that really, actually, now that I think of it, it made a huge difference. Because anytime I hit a brick wall, it was just, hey, so-and-so, can you come and help me? And they would usually do the Michelle thing and groan and say, why on earth are you doing this project? But they'd still come and try to help me.
Yeah,
so.
I agree with that, absolutely. And I guess that, and like I said, I've never been in any kind of school setting other than like maybe like preschool. I think I did that. But I would say, based on that, this is our experience, and I don't see that reflected in kids who did go to school. I think there's a lot of building of like an us versus them between students and
it's
teachers.
It's not a cooperative experience. It's almost competitive.
Exactly. It's not. I when I hear people talk about their high school teachers or their middle school teachers, and I understand it's definitely it's going to go both ways. Like it's not always going to be the kid's fault that they're not working out with a teacher. But I really appreciate that we didn't come from that place of tension, and it wouldn't have manifested any of that resentment towards education itself. Because when the place that you're going to is either welcoming and a warm place for you to feel comfortable and appreciated yourself, that makes a huge difference.
Oh yeah.
One sentence sum up of your
I would do it.
I don't regret being homeschooled.
That was better.